right now for more on this is former Manhattan prosecutor Jeremy Saland. It's good to see you again, Jeremy.
See you.
She's taking the stand. She will testify. But why do you think she worked so hard to avoid testifying?
You know, we hear this term intimate knowledge, and she was involved just like her brothers. And there's no doubt that she is a person who has that hands-on knowledge. And again, as we know, she was the person who had to make sure that certain loans were paid. She made some certain introductions with Deutsche Bank. She was highly involved. She made some money on the sale of the post office. She is a person who the former president routinely turns to as sort of the iconic person in that family to be trusted. And I don't think she wants to throw anyone under the bus. And she has a little bit of a pristine image as well. So she wants to stay away and not be a part of this, even though she's removed from the actual charges.
Yeah, it is interesting. Just from a political sense, she has been removed from Trump world. It seems she has tried to do so for the last couple of years. She is not a defendant.
She is not.
In this case. How does that make her a different and perhaps even more threatening witness to the defense?
She doesn't have as much at stake directly. I would argue that she still has plenty at stake because it is her name, it is the family business, and she stands to inherit. Could she perjure herself and face charges and do something like that? Certainly. But she doesn't have the same incentive to be as avoidant and use the term bombastic and challenging as her brothers were. So I think that she still has exposure, but not the exposure that we think of the actual dollars and the actual liability.
Because I was really wondering, do you think she can take that route that Don Jr. and Eric did, which is, to sum up, claiming ignorance, claiming below my pay grade? They did that, you could argue, with, a varying degree of success from the stand. Do you think she can do that?
I don't think she does it in the same way. I think that she has put herself out there as someone different. Remember, she didn't go out there and support her father's new campaign. She did not go and say, from the January 6th that I believe my father was actually won the election. She's always removed herself. I don't think she's going to take that same offensive and challenging tact. I think she's going to be a lot more gentle, a lot more calm, but at the same time, even though she doesn't have liability, she's going to want to corroborate as best she can that it was someone else. It was the accountants who did this. We may be the fiduciaries, but we're looking up from way above, not in the minutia.
I guess the question is, who's we here? Does she testify? What does she say when asked, what did Don Jr. do? What did you see Eric do? What did you see your father do?
I think a lot of that we saw in the deposition. She did not point blame at her father. She said, I don't really know. I don't know what's his and what's mine. I separate it. I don't think that she's going to point the fingers at her siblings. I think she's going to keep that same tune and that same theme of, we are here. Yes, we have roles, but it's not the thing that you believe it is, that we are caught up in actually looking at it and understanding it. That's the accountant.
The fact that she is not a co-defendant in this, does the state, does the Assistant Attorney General approach her differently?
I think that you approach her differently first of all, it's on a direct, you're not cross-examining. I don't think she's going to be as hostile. I think it'll be much more formal of what you would expect to see, because what you have seen, or at least what we've heard, is not really how a trial unfolds. It's been kind of all over the place. I expect them to be a lot more calm and a lot more assertive and direct with her, and I think she'll be a little more forthcoming. A little being the operative word.
Jeremy Saland, great to have you here. Thank you so much.